¡Roar! Muy buenas, gente. Sean bienvenidos a The Stanley Parable. Ya no sé en qué parte vamos de Stanley Parable, así que no me pregunten. La 3. Sí, siempre me pierdo las partes que vemos. Pero comencemos. Sin más preámbulos. Cuando cargue, claro. Oye, no. Tranquilo, viejo. Tranquilo, viejo. Bien, voy a esperar. No sé por qué no quiere cargar. Por favor. Carga. Carga, por favor. Te lo pido. Te lo pido, por favor. Oh, sí. Por fin. Estaba temiendo por mi vida. No, de nuevo. No me jodas. No, por favor. No, que no. Oh, me dio un mini infarto de nuevo. Yo creí que se había graciado el juego. No quiero que se gracie el juego. Oh. No me interesa. Ya vimos la intro bastantes veces.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Tranquilo, viejo. Hola, computador, te voy a pagar. A ti no se te puede hacer nada. La hora. Denme la hora. Quiero la hora. A ver, ¿qué hora es? Son las... ¡Oh, el reloj se mueve! Voy a esperar. Quiero ver si el minutero también se mueve. Esto es lo más aburrido que puede estar... Esto es lo más aburrido que puedo estar haciendo. No, really. Oh, el minutero también se mueve. ¿O no? Sí, se mueve. O sea, yo lo vi moverse. Sí, se mueve. Son las... Van a ser las 12. Son las 11.
Stanley stood for a long time in one spot. It's part of the game. He likes to see how long he can go without dying. So far, he's doing excellent. And if he just stays right where he is, I'm sure he'll keep up that good momentum. Let's observe the genius at work.
A ver, quedémonos un rato más. Mirando la hora. Sí se mueve la hora. Hoy estoy loco. Estoy perdiendo mucho rato en esto. Pero... Es que no puede ser. No me esperé que me dijera eso. Ven, el minutero sí se mueve. Sí, no estoy loco. Ok, ya me voy. Es demasiado, una aventura.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ya sé que no hicimos. Ya se me ocurre. Ah, no, pero por Dios, los relojes marcan todos la misma hora. Está muy bien hecho el juego.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave
Tips
of
para no ser
disbelief,
despedido.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
No alcancé a leer. No voy a entrar de nuevo ahí.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Bien, esto no es lo que me interesa hacer en realidad.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who... Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling
¿Por qué cortaste la música?
rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked
Cállate.
forward into the opened passage.
Cállate, narrador. Maldito narrador. Bien. Sí, hay una cosa que precisamente no hicimos. Y me interesa hacerla. Porque, oye. Que, bueno, ahí van a ver lo que es. Y ustedes se darán cuenta cuando llegue allá.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Sí. Ok.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yeah. No se puede saltar, yo quiero saltar. ¡Luces!
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Claro que sí. Stanley es Stanley. Nadie le puede ganar a Stanley.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced
A girar,
to
a
images on
girar, a
screen.
girar, a girar.
One of them,
Y no me acuerdo cómo va la canción. Turururururu. A girar, a girar, a girar. Un ascensor, sí.
This
Woo.
mind control
Oye.
facility, it was too
Ascensor.
horrible to believe it couldn't be
Ahí
true.
sí, ahí viene.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Hay unas cosas que me interesan
This
aquí.
proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Y a ver. Esta es la 5. La de ahí arriba es la 4. Esta es la 3. Me pregunto, ¿dónde estará la 2 y la 1? Pero... ¡ah! Allí están. Bien. 1 2. Si esto me había llamado la atención la otra vez. 3. Ahí arriba está la 4. Go up, go up. Oh yes, go up. Sí. Sí, la 4. 4. Y... oye. Y allá está la 5. Me pregunto, ¿qué eran estos botones si se presionan en ese orden? Espero que pase algo interesante. Cinco. Joder, no pasó nada. Bien. En realidad eso no era lo que quería hacer. Lo que quería hacer está aquí.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to
Ya saben lo que
everything
haremos.
it stood for.
Sí, ustedes Supongo que ya sabes lo que voy a hacer.
Oh, Stanley. You didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Claro que
After
sí.
they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say...
No.
2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what
No.
What a shame we have so little
No.
time.
Ah, ya sé.
Mere moments until the bomb goes off.
Uno.
What precious moments each one of them is.
Dos.
More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going.
Oh, por Dios.
I barely know where to start.
3.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office room.
No!
Buttons endlessly
No!
dying alone.
No.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside.
A 5.
I let it burn to a crisp.
No.
I have to say,
No.
this version of events has been rather
5.
Watching you try to make sense of everything.
No puede ser.
let the
5.
control wrested away from you. It's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so
No puede
much.
ser.
You know what? To hell
4.
with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds.
No puede ser.
Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter?
¿Dónde está el 3? El
Is it
3.
that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did
Tres.
you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button,
Dos.
screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
Uno.
These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something
No.
that will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley?
Por Dios.
That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose
Por
in this
Dios.
place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler.
No puede ser.
That timer
¿Qué
is a
hago?
catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you.
Aprieta botones, aprieta botones.
Powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you
No.
can't. Take a look at the clock.
No, goodbye.
That's 30 seconds
No.
you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until
Ah.
it's boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail
No puede ser.
or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice.
No, ábrame.
Or death.
No.
All the same to me.
No.
You're part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say
No. Por Dios. Oh, no me lo imaginé.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Ya, hay otra cosa que no hicimos.
Y
Y ya sé qué es. Revisando el video anterior me di cuenta de una cosa. Y ahora ustedes la van a ver.
When
Que es
Stanley
en esta
came to
puerta.
a set of two open, this was not the
Sí.
correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No, no era por eso. Yo me voy a ir.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the
Hay algo que
first
me di
open door on
cuenta
his left.
en una habitación más adelante. Que
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
tal vez funcione.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Tranquilo, viejo. Yo solamente quiero sacar los otros
I
finales.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the
Tú
story
déjame-
has been about nothing but you all this time.
Sí, viejo, tranquilo. Tranquilo, viejo.
Someone you've forgotten
Yo...
about.
No, viejo,
Please,
tranquilo.
stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
No me jodas.
Stanley, your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley.
Bien, miren.
You need to be the one to do this.
Normalmente los teléfonos no se conectan con un
If
cable.
you can truly
Y es muy
appreciate
raro
this
que te
in
hayan
another,
puesto un cable ahí.
then pick up the phone. As
Sabía.
Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that?
Porque tú me ibas a trolear
It was incorrectly.
con que tenía una
I didn't
esposa y era
know that was
mentira.
possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another.
Mentira, eso no iba a pasar.
White,
Eso no iba a pasar. Yo lo sé.
Picking up the phone
Yo lo
is
sé.
actually somehow an incorrect course of action.
Yo lo sé, no me
How is
digas
that even
eso.
possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner?
¿Qué cosa?
You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
No. Para de romper la cuarta
I
barrera.
was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation?
No me
I wouldn't
interesa
have
la
that kind of
situación.
risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Nah, no, de verdad.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in
No
this
puede ser.
scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world
Por
nations.
Dios.
Or he could
¿Por qué le está
systematically
dando de
set
fumar a un
fire to
niño?
every orphan living in a 30
¿Y por qué lo está
kilometer
quemando?
radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Ok. Practice. ¿A qué te refieres? Oye.
Excellent.
Ah, ya.
Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Ok. Ok, el video, por Dios. Ya no puedo tirarme. Porque hay rejas. Precisamente para no tirarme.
Choices are meaningful. We can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Ok. Se estaba pegando unos lags el juego. Unos cuantos lags. Oye, deja de laguearte. Por favor. Ok.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be...
Eso crees, viejo, eso crees. Yo no voy a hacer eso. No.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would.
Ok.
That means choosing responsibly
Sí.
and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Sí. A la puerta de la izquierda derecha. Jajaja.
No! Why did you do that?
Oye.
Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Oye, se está lagueando el juego, ¿por qué? No.
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage?
Tranquilo, viejo, yo no quería hacer eso.
What's this now? And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down.
No.
I have to.
No apagues el juego.
I have to.
No. No, tranquilo, viejo. Oye, ¿dónde estoy?
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought...
Tranquilo, viejo, no seas agresivo.
Had it. That there's a world outside of you. You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You
Ya
would
lo
have
sé.
destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
Oye.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that?
Ah, no, ¿por qué hice eso?
is behave exactly as Stanley would.
¿Pero qué?
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Sí,
I'm
ya,
quite
ok,
sure you'll
ok,
be
ya
up to the
entendí.
task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Sí. Tranquilo. Bien.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
¿Por qué no me dejan abrirlo?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to
Okay.
his boss's office.
Déjenme tomar decisiones.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115.
Night Shark
Was this the
115?
code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the
Oye, pero
courage to face the unknown.
no hay nada para poner el
Drew a
código.
sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Era Night Shark 115, pero ¿por qué? ¿Y cómo quieren que haga eso? No se puede.
Stanley spoke the code.
Night Shark 115.
He spoke it into the receiver.
Ya,
right
¿y
there
cómo hago
on the
eso?
wall.
Hablar.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver.
No se puede,
Otherwise, I
imbécil,
can't
no
get
se
on with the story.
puede.
This is a crucial step.
Hombre, no se puede. ¿Cómo quieres que lo haga?
Okay, fine. You're not gonna do it?
¿Por qué no se puede?
It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done...
Fui por la de la derecha y no me dejaste.
Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
No puedo. What?
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please.
Oh, ¿así es Stanley?
Choice.
No.
I need you to walk through the door.
Really?
Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything alright?
No puede ser. No puede ser. Este es el verdadero final.
Make a decision. It cannot exist
Este.
without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You can't be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do.
Okay.
I need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
Oh, por Dios.
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Ya, really. De verdad. Ok. Está bien. Esto sería todo por hoy. La próxima semana grabaremos el último video de Stanley Parable, porque ya no nos quedan muchas cosas que hacer. Sí, ya no nos quedan muchas cosas. Nos queda... sí, Sí, nos quedan unas cuantas cosas, pero el último video de Stanley Parable sería la próxima semana. Espero les haya gustado este video. No sé, este final que sacamos del último fue muy raro. No comprendí. No comprendí bien. Fue muy raro. Pero bueno, espero les haya gustado. Si les gustó, les invito a dejar su dedo arriba. A compartir con sus amigos para que ellos puedan encontrar el video también. Y a pasarse por mi canal por si quieren ver más videos de juegos de terror, de Stanley Parable, de lo que a ustedes les interese de mi canal. Si es que les interesa algo de mi canal. Y pues eso. Entonces nos vemos en la próxima semana con otra edición de Stanley Parable. Un abrazo muy grande a todos. Me pegué con eso. Y adiós.